To fully enjoy this video, please ensure CC, closed captions aka subtitle, is turned on. Thanks for clicking on my video. Crisp air, golden leaves, cozy nights, and a season filled with fresh beginnings, wishing you warmth, joy, and moments that feel like magic this fall. Now get ready to enjoy two AI podcasters conjured by Notebook LM as they deep dive into my autumn short story. So grab a snack, sit back, and enjoy. City of Magiville, the Awesomest Autumn Story, 2025.
Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're immersing ourselves in pure imagination, but looking at it through a really specific lens. World building as, well, a massive marketing effort.
Right.
Our source material is this unique excerpt from a creator named Vandale. They're trying to establish something they call the short story universe. And we're not analyzing, a finished novel or anything. We're dissecting the blueprint for, well, maybe global domination, focused on just one seasonal story, City of Magiville, the Awesomest Autumn Story 2025.
Catchy title, too.
So our mission today is pretty straightforward. We're going to map out exactly how this creator positions this, limitless universe and what specific hooks they embed in just this one autumn story to get that massive, multi-generational appeal.
Trying to figure out the mechanics behind it all.
Exactly. Let's go back from the galactic scale for a second and ground ourselves in the actual setting of this autumn story. Magiville.
Right, Magiville.
This city isn't just a backdrop. It's explicitly set up as the season's biggest tourist attraction for autumn 2025, which really sets the stage for our central theme here, the commercialization of magic.
Precisely. Magiville is basically the world's most magical theme park during its peak season. The descriptions, the language they use, it creates this atmosphere designed for maximum visual appeal and, let's be honest, tourism dollars.
Like what?
Well, the clear sky shimmering with the golden pixie wings of the lanterns, fairies, casting sparks everywhere. The autumn leaves aren't just falling, they drift like enchanted confetti.
Enchanted confetti.
It's the visual promise of a safe, high-end, totally photo-ready experience for tourists.
And the economy, the whole engine of the place, runs on this enchantment. We see that pretty quickly when we visit the shop Candles of Light.
Oh yes, the candle shop.
This is where the world building shifts from just looking pretty to, sensory commercialization. Specifically, the incredible scent of pumpkin cider candles.
It's a direct injection of the whole pumpkin spice phenomenon into a high fantasy world, isn't it?
Utterly.
It takes that familiar, cozy, commercial thing from our world and gives it actual magical value in theirs. Magic here isn't some mysterious ancient force. It's an additive, an ingredient for consumer goods.
But I wonder, how powerful can this magic really be if it's just being packaged and sold for seasonal hype?
Well, the source clarifies its use straight away. Through the tourist experience, we get that specific quote from a character, Wylena Wick. She laughs that these candles are magical and they specifically shift your entire mood.
Okay. Mood shifting.
That's the key insight, I think. Magic has been effectively rebranded. It's less a tool of immense power for, fighting wars or whatever,
Right.
and more a form of mood regulation, atmospheric enhancement, designed to maximize how relaxed and enchanted the consumer feels while they're shopping.
It's enchantment for profit, making sure every tourist leaves feeling good and maybe ready to buy more candles.
Exactly. Uplifted and ready to spend.
That seamless blend, though. The mundane and the magical. A candle becoming a mood potion. That does make the world feel accessible to their huge 8 to 80 audience they want.
It does. But you're right, you can't sustain an epic universe just on scented candles and sparkly leaves.
No, you need the history. The deep, high-stakes lore the creator promised us earlier. So how did they bridge that gap between the, cozy commercial stuff and the high fantasy conflict?
They activate the ancient lore right there, smack in the middle of the tourist hub. Our focus shifts to the legendary Ollie Oak tree.
The Ollie Oak, okay.
Physically, this thing sounds dramatic. Its branches are blazing fiery red, but with streaks of shimmering blue leaves mixed in. It's clearly an ancient landmark.
But it's not just sitting there.
No, it serves a very active, very modern function in the story.
Here's where it gets really interesting. This tree, apparently voiced by someone named Ollie Moss,
Right, voiced.
it acts as an ancient storyteller. It recounts something called the tree story, which was the great war among the magical trees.
Which is brilliant positioning, isn't it? Instead of reading about ancient history in some dusty book,
Yeah.
purists, students, whoever, They hear the living history recounted by the ancient participant itself. It makes the world's deep past feel immediate, interactive.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And the creator uses a specific character interaction to make sure the audience gets that the lore is real. We see Anne Jellypea, she's a new student at this fancy school, Mysticor, extraordinary members of magic and science.
Okay, so she's credible.
Right, and she specifically tests the tree. She asks us about the legend, that Alioc was blasted off the battlefield, sailed across the skies, and landed right there in Magiville.
And the tree confirms it.
Word for word, the tree says, quite accurate, actually.
Quite accurate, actually. Wow, that single exchange. Yeah, that's really satisfying if you're into lore. It confirms the deep history, the high-stakes fantasy stuff is real. It's present, and it actively shapes the landscape.
Yeah. Even if that landscape is now covered in gift shops and candle places,
Right.
it confirms that even in this super commercialized setting, the stakes were once, existential. And the remnants of that danger are still physically there, maybe ready to be activated again.
So the creator is subtly conditioning the audience, making them accept this juxtaposition of high fantasy and high tourism.
Exactly. Getting you ready for both sides of the coin.
Okay, so we've got the charming setting, the consumer magic, the deep, active lore. It feels like it's time for the action promised in the title, the Awesomest autumn story.
Right? The climax.
The narrative pivots when this teenager, Flicker Flames, decides to stir things up.
Always a teenager, isn't it?
Seems like it. With a sly smile, this kid apparently introduces the necessary chaos by releasing a wicked magi dragon right into the sky above Magiville.
A wicked magi dragon. Okay.
The visual is immediate and, you'd think, terrifying. The dragon's fiery wings blotting out that nice lantern light from the fairies we heard about earlier.
Yeah, the Lanterns fairies. That's a catastrophic threat in almost any other fantasy story, right? A dragon attack.
Absolutely. But look at how Magiville, the system, responds. The immediate antagonists aren't some heroes rushing in. It's the very fairies we just saw providing the cute golden pixie light.
So they switch roles.
Instantly. They had to transform from atmospheric decoration into combatants. They soar up to battle this dragon, their wings blazing like fireworks. The spectacle is immediate. It's huge.
Okay, but the truly fascinating part, the thing that tells you the most about this world, is the audience reaction.
What do? Run, scream.
No, when this magi dragon appears and blots out the sky, the crowd doesn't scatter in fear. Their first gasps immediately turn to cheers and then roaring applause.
Cheers for a dragon attack.
Yes, they are described as being thrilled as if it were the greatest magic show they'd ever seen.
Wow. Okay, that changes everything. The interpretation of this entire universe.
It really does.
The release of a wicked dragon isn't actually a threat to life. It's the scheduled high-production finale for the tourist season.
Pretty much. It validates the city's status, its whole brand.
Magiville, autumn 2025. It isn't just about cozy charm. It's about delivering those epic adventures the creator promised, but in a totally safe, controlled way.
Precisely. It's the difference between, say, a real hurricane and one of those theme park rides where you know the water's going to splash you at the end.
Right, Magiville guarantees the splash.
But the audience knows, or at least assumes, the danger is managed. The creator built a world where catastrophic events get immediately framed as top-tier entertainment.
Low-stakes threat, high-stakes visuals.
Perfect for the 8 to 80 crowd. The thrill is real, but the actual danger seems non-existent.
So, if the audience is cheering for the dragon, does that mean Flicker Flames? Is he just like a really successful performance artist who understood the assignment?
That's a great question. He's a crucial narrative catalyst, isn't he? He provides the climax that this tourist economy seems to need.
He delivers the spectacle.
Exactly. In a world built on monetizing spectacle, the character who provides the best spectacle, even if he looks like the bad guy, is the one who successfully sells the whole narrative of epic adventure. He feels less like a true villain and more like a highly successful, maybe slightly rogue showrunner.
Huh. Okay, so if we pull back and synthesize what we've seen here, Vandale's built this universe promising immense scope, huge scale.
Yeah, the galaxy-spanning stuff.
But they secured the audience hook by blending that cozy commercial charm, the pumpkin cider candles, the enchanted confetti.
Right, the accessible bits.
With deep, active, high-stakes lore, like the Ollie Oak telling its war stories.
Your tree story, yeah.
And crucially, they made sure that conflict itself is interpreted and consumed as high-quality entertainment, like the dragon attack becoming a magic show.
So what does this all mean? What does it tell us about the success of this kind of model? Well, the successful construction of this Magiville story, I think it confirms the creator really understands the modern media consumer. You know, we want immersion, maybe, but without the responsibility that comes with real stakes.
We want the thrill without the danger.
Pretty much. The entire ecosystem seems designed to monetize spectacle. The history gets told by a talking tree, the dragon attack provides this live reenactment of ancient battles, all while the crowd cheers, validating the whole thing.
So it delivers constant, managed excitement.
Right. It's a blueprint for a universe that guarantees endless epic tales that feel dangerous, but ultimately just deliver satisfaction. It's a safe space for adventure.
And that brings us to the final thought we want to leave you with today. Magiville works, it thrives, because its residents and its tourists assume all the magic, even a dragon attack, is ultimately part of the show.
It's entertainment.
But if the city is built on these ancient, powerful, magical landmarks, like the Oleo tree, and it's populated by genuinely powerful magical beings like those Lantern's fairies, how thin is that line, really, between the epic adventure they sell and a genuine, unscripted disaster?
That's the question, isn't it?
If the audience just believes the magic is always under control, what happens when suddenly it isn't? What happens when the greatest magic show turns into a real threat, especially for the people who actually live there, not just the tourists?
Yeah. What's the actual risk when you build your whole society on consumable danger?
Something to think about.
If you enjoyed my video City of Magiville, the Awesomest Autumn Story 2025, make sure to hit that like button. It helps the channel more than you know. Share this video, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into my original comic book stories, heroes, villains, and everything in between. Click the bell icon so you'll never miss when a new story drops. Want to support the channel directly? My PayPal link is down in the description and also on my homepage. It helps me with creating more epic comic book content for this channel. Thanks for watching. Until next time, stay curious, keep imagining, and I'll catch you in my next comic book video.